What's it like when you finally come to the realization that you're homeless?
I just don't want people to think just because they're young and they're from a decent family and good upbringing and stuff that they can't become homeless or become hooked on substances and stuff like that, because it does happen. It happens a lot more than people think. I'm living proof of that.
All of these things were things that people told me that were going to happen to me. I was going to lose my job, I was going to lose my business eventually, I was going to lose my family, I was going to lose myself. And man, that happened. Just like that.
Homelessness, alcoholism, or addiction, it doesn't discriminate.
Everybody deserves a second chance. A lot of people get a lot of chances.
For many of these guys, it's not a second chance, it's about a fifth chance, because they had this problem for quite a while. So I think the public is very aware of this problem and very receptive to trying to help someone.
I'm still learning who I am. I've been going a long time, ever since I was 17, 18. That's when my life started to change for the worse to me. So I gotta, I've got a lot to do to learn about myself. I got a lot to do. And it's okay, because I can handle it today.
The measure of a person or a society is its humanity. We have a saying now that the working poor. In the richest country in the world, how do you go to work every day, catch the early bus, and still be poor? How do you have hundreds and thousands of people who want to work and are unable to work?
My understanding of homelessness in the Northeast Ohio, especially around Cuyahoga County, is that it's not an individual problem. It's one that has root causes that are in affordable housing, in the increasing poverty in our area, the lack of living wage, and the lack of jobs that are in our community.
This must be addressed at the national level because the problem is too big and local resources are too small. We have to have a concerted and designed plan to address homelessness in this country.
There is no stereotype to who are the homeless. The homeless are you and me and people who are working. With jobless rates in Ohio increasing every day, 318,000 jobs have left the community, factory jobs, good paying factory jobs that are gone within the last 5 years. You're 1 or 2 paychecks away from your mortgage being incomplete, and with the housing mortgage crisis that took place most recently in 2008, and the effects of that are found with people who had mortgages, people who were trying to make a living, trying to pay their bills and keep working. And next thing you know, they find themselves out of work. Once you're out of work, there's not much of a safety net left in our country. And so we find that the homeless are many different kinds of people.
We're seeing a population that has never experienced homelessness in the past and are really struggling with trying to deal with that situation. And oftentimes that's involving families. What's interesting to note, I think, is that the numbers at the women's shelter in Cleveland are extremely high.
The homelessness amongst the veteran population is something that we just can't tolerate as a nation. These are people who have fought for their country, who have given up so much. Many have given up their families. They've put their own lives at risk, and then they come home. And today, we have more than 100,000 homeless veterans in this country. It's shameful. And more than 50% of them are minorities, unfortunately.
So many veterans coming back find that they no longer have a job or have been retired out of that job and furloughed, and now they can't find a way to make things happen to keep themselves going. And they have other problems that come along with being a warrior, psychological scars.